Nicholas von Hoffman was born on October 16, 1929 and died on February 1, 2018. He was an American journalist and author. He worked as a community organizer for Saul Alinsky in Chicago for 10 years from 1953 to 1963. He wrote for The Washington Post. Later, TV audiences knew him as a point-counterpoint commentator for CBS's 60 Minutes, from which Don Hewitt fired him in 1974. He was also a columnist for the Huffington Post. Von Hoffman wrote more than a dozen books, notably, Capitalist Fools, Tales of American Business, From Carnegie to Forbes to the Milken Gang, 1992, and Citizen Cohn, 1988, a biography of Roy Cohn, which was made into an HBO movie. A recent title is Hoax: Why Americans Are Suckered by White House Lies, 2004. Von Hoffman also wrote the libretto for Deborah Drattle's Nicholas and Alexandra for the Los Angeles Opera, which was performed in the 2003-04 season under the direction of Placido Domingo. Recently he was a columnist for the New York Observer. Von Hoffman was fired by Don Hewitt for referring to President Richard Nixon, at the height of the Watergate scandal, as the dead mouse on the kitchen floor of America, and the only question now is who's going to pick him up by his tail and throw him in the garbage. His collaborations, both literary and otherwise, with Doonesbury cartoonist Gary Trudeau are worth noting, in particular the 1976 book Tales from the Margaret Mead Taproom. In this book he recounted his adventures in American Samoa with Trudeau and actress Elizabeth Ashley, as they and several others experienced life in the American territory, which Trudeau had lampooned in a series of Doonesbury strips involving Uncle Duke's adventures as the territory's appointed governor. He also wrote for Architectural Digest. He has 3 sons: Alexander, a noted historian; Aristodemos, who works in intelligence; and Constantine, also a journalist.